Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today I'm going to be reviewing this fella, Kopparberg Rosé. It seems to be a new trend at the moment to have a rosé ciders, and like other rosés, it's a combination of apples and summer fruits, and to me it's a bridge between rosé wines and ciders. And that's where the vibe I get from it anyway. So not truly a fruit cider as normally would be from the likes of Kopparberg, but we'll see anyway. See how it goes. Let me get a clean glass. So, pink, massive carbonation there, but you would expect that with every sparkling rosé. Some aroma, but more muted to what it normally is. Hence why I think these are all aiming for a certain part of the market. Definitely summer fruits in the taste, and again more muted to what they would normally be from a normal fruit cider. So I know I'm right. I might not be right, but I think I'm right anyway. Yeah, it's definitely aimed at that. I mean, it's obviously sparkly, and obviously standard 4% offering. God knows what this 4% offerings are all about. Personally, you know, I think somebody ought to break it and do a 5.5 of 6% offering. They're doing traditional ciders, so what's the difference between fruit and traditional? Anybody who owns a brewery or runs a brewery, please inform me why they all seem to be 4%. Is there a tax reason for it? I'm sure I remember somebody saying that to me once. It's something to do with tax. But anyway, really crisp, really refreshing. Certainly more subtle on aroma and taste than normal Kopparbergs are. If I could hear something. Anyway, been to the shop this morning. Oh my god, shopping's horrendous at the minute. Standing in the biggest queue I've ever seen in my life outside a shop, 2 metres apart of course, and you should hear some of the customers who don't like queuing. It's like, what have I got a queue? And this big lad, big thick-set lad, he went up, and you could tell he'd being a bit arsey. Everybody else is queuing. What makes you any different? I only want one thing. And he still got a queue, and he didn't like it at all. 20 minutes later, though, we got in, and it's all one way, and that's strange in itself. You have to remember what bloody stuff's on what aisle that you want. Otherwise, you're up and down the aisles like a twat. And then we had this old couple, and they were doing what they wanted. Ignored totally the one-way signs. We're getting close to people. Come stood right next to my wife. And let's be fair, these people, they're elderly, so they're more susceptible. But not only that, everybody could have it, and you don't know. So you think, you know, be a bit respectful to us. We're being respectful to everybody else. You be respectful. You know. Just because you're elderly does not mean you have any greater right to barge into other people's personal space at this particular time in the you know, in the world at the moment. It's ridiculous. I mean, my friends at Sainsbury's were telling me that the elderly are absolutely evil when they've got that special hour, they're actually dragging the customers, the shop colleagues, off the shop floor because these people are just so awful. Is a word. So damn refreshing. For me, it's got to be aimed at bridging the rose wine and rose and the cider generation, bringing people into a cider that's it's sweet, but not overly sweet, not overly fruity, but certainly damn refreshing. Now, I've got to say it's very similar to Strongbow Rosé. And obviously Strongbow have really gone overboard. They've gone in crates, 4-packs and bottles of their Strongbow Rosé. So they're really trying to grab hold of the market. And they aren't the only ones. There's varieties of rose cider all over. So it's obviously a new trend. And obviously these days with cider's getting a bit like gin, where there's so many variants out there. So, pink in colour, subtle summer fruits on the nose, subtle summer fruits on the taste, big carbonation, and in my opinion it's the gap, it's to bridge a gap, or to create a bridge. As it stands, very nice, very crisp, very refreshing, very easy drinking, very easy drinking. Out of 5, 4.4 out of 5, yeah, it does exactly what you'd expect it to do. Nice bit of cider. It's definitely a nod towards rosé wine. I think so anyway. Oh mate, I'd love to get in touch with one of them and say what's the deal behind it and why is everyone bringing it out. Right, anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon and stay safe.